Greetings and welcome aboard to the Heavy Metal Truckers, where we give our thoughts and perspectives on all things heavy, even if you don't like it. We are your hosts. In this video, we are doing a review on the latest album from Dayseeker, Creature in the Black Night. Why don't you guys take it away?
I'll go, seeing as I'm the one who suggested it. I can't remember if it was 2019 or 2020, but I remember first hearing about them roughly about then, and I think the very first song I heard from them was Burial Plot. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It's definitely metalcore, so there is that. Throughout the last couple of months, I've been seeing new singles from them popping up and popping up. So I've been, listening to them and enjoying them and everything. And then I realized that on the 24th of October, they came out with this album. And I was like, oh, maybe we could do an album review. Give the world a little bit of a different, style of metal than we have been in the last couple of weeks and everything. So
last year, realistically.
Yeah. Last year, mostly, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and start off before I start talking about the album that I apologize to the both of you, because I understand that this is probably not either of your things at all. But with that being said, I enjoyed this album. There were parts of it that were really good to me, and then parts of it that didn't stand out nearly as much, but still enjoyable nonetheless. By far, my favorite track on the album was was it Pale Moon or Pale Moonlight? I can't remember exactly which, but it was that track on the album. Pale Moonlight. Yep, that was my favorite track on the album. I definitely enjoyed a lot of the production on this. I did. Enjoyed the tracks. The tracks were a lot of fun. I did enjoy some of the contrast with what was it, Forbidden Reaper. It's like I think this. Yeah, that track. I did enjoy the contrast where it became slower and everything. It began. So yeah, this is definitely something that I would listen to a little bit more than either of these two. I feel like I still have my other metal habits, but this was something that I enjoyed. So, as for that, my album rating on this was, I want to say I gave it a 7.5.
Okay. All right.
I guess my turn.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I don't know when I first heard of Dayseeker. It's been a while, though. I've never listened. I don't think I have, anyway.
You had heard them before?
Yes, I have. I've heard the name before. I've seen them in, festival lineups. I've seen their name in festival lineups and stuff like that. So I've seen the band name before. It wasn't like I've never heard of them before. But I don't think I've ever listened to their music before. What?
All I can think about is that fucking meme from, what is it? God, I can't think of it. The Meet the Millers, where the guy, I've done this. You guys getting paid? I'm over here You've heard them before?
Oh, I've heard of the band name. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I know, but still.
I don't think I've ever listened to any of their music before.
Didn't know they existed.
Yeah, no. I don't So going into this album, I had a complete open mind outside of Frosty saying y'all probably aren't gonna like it. Besides that, I had a
Why
complete
do you
open mind.
apologize?
Make me sound like the dick here.
I know. But and you know, so which that told me right off the bat it was probably metalcore. Because both Pincush and I have been, you know, we've been pretty vocal about.
Don't you ostracize me.
Modern metal, any of the modern metalcore, really, with the few exceptions. So, anywho, going into this band, listening to this album, a couple things stood out. Number one, they're not true, at least this album anyway, is not true metalcore. In terms, at least, like, it's not like. I mean, yes, there's a lot of metalcore elements in it, but there's a lot of elements in it.
It's a lot of modern. It's a lot of modern elements.
Did you say butter?
Definitely.
I said modern.
Oh, he said butter. I'm like, what?
It definitely sounded like you said butter too. Yeah.
I blamed the mic and what did continue.
Sure. Mm-hmm. It was funny though, when I was listening to this record, all I could think was, if The Weeknd made a metal album, this is what it would sound like.
Who?
Weeknd.
Oh, that person that has that name. Gotcha. I know you're talking about now.
Yeah. Yeah. So like if he made a metal album, this is probably what it would sound like.
I will definitely give you that.
I'll take your word for it.
I've never been a really big fan of The Weeknd, but he's had a bunch of big hits, so you can't miss him.
I love getting into it. I had so much time to do things.
I'm talking about the artist, sir.
No,
Anyway, so Frosty is right in that this is definitely not something I would normally listen to. Again, I'm not a huge metalcore fan. One and two, the avenue they went to make them stand out in the metalcore, they went to that kind of electro poppy type sound, whatever you want to call it. Not really my thing either. So you put them together, it's not going to be my thing. You know, now that being said, there definitely is a place for this within the metal music, within the metal community. It's not a place I would hang out, but there is a place for it, and I can see why a lot of people would enjoy this. You know, it's catchy. You know, even non-metal parts, because of what it is, still has energy to it. I can see why they would enjoy it. It's just not for me. Now, that being said, taking all bias aside, it's not a bad album. Alright. The songs, if I ignore my bias, were decent. Like I said, they had good choruses. Some of these could even get stuck in your head, especially if you're into it. You know, if from an unbiased perspective, I really only have two complaints. One is some of the songs, a couple of them, did sound a little similar at times. And then two is, and this could have just been my headset, because I'm listening to it on this one-eared trucker headset. When you got into the metalcore moments, when it would get heavy, some of it got a little muddy for me. Like I had a hard time differentiating a bunch of the different instruments sometimes. But like I said, it could be my headset. It may not actually be an issue. It just could be, you know,
right.
My hearing apparatus.
well worded.
So, So even though this isn't for me, I can see why Frosty, as well as a lot of others, would enjoy this. So, like, if I was giving an unbiased score and just rating it for what it is, I'd probably be similar to what you are, Frosty. But I can't completely ignore my.
That's not what we do around here. Go for it. No,
he just doesn't want to feel ostracized anymore.
Well, no. Frosty and I have discussed that, like, one of the things we love about doing this channel is we will give absolutely biased perspectives just to actually have that collective thought between the three of us.
Yeah.
I mean, we all don't have to like everything that the others do.
This is why we made this channel. Part of it.
Right, exactly. And that's why I said, as long as it doesn't matter if two of us don't care for the band, as long as one of us likes it, we'll cover it.
Absolutely.
So for me, I gave the album a 6.75. Why are you?
It's not bad.
Yes, Vanessa.
He's feeling ostracized even more.
Nah. I'm used to being the black sheep of everything.
If I gave a pure biased opinion, it probably would have been a point lower than that. But I'm trying to go into do a median of what I actually thought of the album should be, and then my bias.
Okay.
Probably would have been closer to a 6 if I'd been true, full biased opinion. But like I said, the album's actually not bad for what it is. So that's why I gave it 6.75.
I mean, I typically explain for what it is, if for whatever we're talking about, if it's actually good for what it is, like, I can easily say that, and then I'll always just give my absolute biased response to it as far as a rating goes, but that's just for me.
Well, if you want my full bias answer, it would be a 6, but I try to take into consideration what the actual album is.
Yeah. So, guys, take that into consideration how we give our reviews. Just we'll give our perspectives as far. We'll give the reasoning for our reviews and whether or not it's going to be full on biased or some partial bias in that. Truth be told, I'm beginning to wonder if I want to switch over to a 5 starting for myself, just because I want to begin.
What starting?
Just like a rating out of 5. Just so I can be able to hone more in on, because I've noticed after about 2 years of doing this, I don't entirely like, for me myself, the ability to have out of 10.
Me, myself, and I.
Yeah, me, myself, and I don't like having the ability to have such a broad perspective. I kind of want to hone down in on a more specific aspect.
What do the viewers want?
That's a great question, actually.
The viewers come to expect you to be harsh with stuff that you don't like.
Well, I am.
Because that's who you are, Mr. Analytical.
I wouldn't say I'm Mr. Analytical, because if I was Mr. Analytical, I'd get way more.
Out of the 3 of us doing this channel.
Well, out of the 3 of us, but there are people out there that are way more analytical than I am. They'll spend 45 minutes on a bloody track.
Are they a part of this channel? No.
No.
You're Mr. Analytical of the channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could ask them. You could make like a post, like a poll or something.
Yeah. I mean, I can make a community post and do that kind of thing and see what kind of response we get.
A 10 or 5, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I don't care either way. Don't matter to me.
For the time being, then I'll keep it on 10, just as is. So, how was I going to start this?
How were you? Sorry, when you first discovered them?
Once Frosty told me they existed. There's your
So like a week ago.
Yeah. Basically. He goes, hey, you want to check out who Dayseeker is? And I literally, this album came out from Dayseeker, and I think I literally in our messages said, what the fuck is that? Oh, okay. Um, so there's that. I listened to it I listened to this whole album in the car now that I've got everything kind of sorted out so I can get the best perspective of what is going on here. I did not realize that it would be half metal, half kind of club scene, to be honest. At least.
Yep.
Yeah. So some like amateur professionalism aside, I'm sitting here listening to this going, Frosty's into this? So yeah, you gotta understand, whenever I heard this, I wasn't exactly sure how I was going to go about this review, so I'm going to... Doppler will know what I'm talking about. I'm getting ready to go into this like that the bearded redneck guy we used to watch back in the day, where he would review different beers or different drinks or whatever. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so I'm kind of going into this like that in a way. I've got the track list. I went to pull up the track list until I realized that I can tell you what the fuck was what, because I listened to it once, and after listening to it, going, "Oh, it's over." Okay. I will say this: I did not hate it. But I also didn't listen to it again.
I'm more shocked that you didn't hate it.
I didn't.
I'm being
hate it
honest. I'm more shocked
because of this. The vocalist. Wow, does he have some pipes on him? Outstanding voice. Would I have liked to hear him without autotune? Even the slightest bit that I could hear? Yes. Absolutely. Which is why I also listened to their previous material, and I had to scroll back to the point at 2019, I think it was, actually, to hear it without autotune. And they were way better back in that time, because they had...
I definitely enjoyed the older stuff.
They were way more to the point of what Bring Me the Horizon was going to back in the day, towards the end of them, and, well, don't want to say end of them, but till the end, to the point that I was stopping listening to them, where Ollie began to go into more of a clean vocal compression style vocal. This, for what it was, there's a lot of people that are gonna like this. If you want to harmoniously mix and combine a club style, like chill lounge club kind of thing with a metal aspect, surprisingly without gent. That also really caught me off guard. And blend.
I don't even think I would have suggested it if it had gent.
Honestly, do.
You could if you liked
Continue, because, like Doppler said, even if a minimum of two people have heard it, or someone enjoy it, or even really like it, if it's heavy, we'll take a look at it. But yeah, what it was good. It was well done in the scheme of what it is meant to be. I don't know what track was what. It did kind of all... If you've heard 2 or 3 tracks, they you kind of heard the whole thing for me. There was not enough variation. Like there was enough variation that you could tell it was a different track, but it was a variation of the same thing, which again, that could be a bit of a hypocritical statement coming from the black metal fan. So redact everything I just said there.
It's spoken now.
Yeah. My personal rating on this, 4. I'm not going to listen to it again.
Expected.
But I will say, for anyone who I understand would be remotely fascinated by this, or is curious what metal can be, I would absolutely recommend this. Absolutely, without consideration.
Oh yeah, I can, like I said, I can see why people would enjoy it. It's just not my thing.
It's a solid, again, gateway into the metal realm. But I'm not listening.
Don't just stick to that, though.
No, I won't.
Yeah, don't stick to just that. Move on. There's other
Venture out.
Venture out. There's other areas to explore. Yeah. So take that for what it's worth. Full bias. Again, that dude's voice is incredible. It really is. Even before they did adult processing in modern day. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. If you have any opposition, please fight us in the comments. And until next time, whether musically, lyrically, or literally, keep rolling heavy.